Good morning, Ariel, Butch, morning, Chester and Ronald, at sa mga taga-subaybay sa forum na ito, good morning everyone. Yung pag-inaugurate, I think yesterday or the other day, ng forward operating base ng Philippine Navy sa Mahataw, Batanes. Ito ay nagbibigay ng foothold o meron tayong base na pwede tayong maglagay ng ating mga pwersa at mag-project ng ating presensya. Ibig sabihin, we are now more capable of securing and protecting the maritime domain. Nabanggit ni Chester kanina yung ating current Commander-in-Chief, si President Marcos. 2023, binanggit niya, we are now shifting the armed forces from internal security to external defense. Siya pa lamang, Butch and Ariel, ang unang Commander-in-Chief, nagbigay ng isang policy statement for the AFP to shift from ISO, Internal Security Operations, to external defense. Maraming nag-attempt ng dati, but walang policy pronouncement. And because of that, from that statement ng ating presidente, binanggit ng ating SND, we will be implementing a comprehensive archipelagic defense concept or strategy. We will secure and protect all the way up to the exclusive economic zone. Ibig sabihin, yung ating pwersa kailangan mas malawak ang kanyang coverage. Bakit? Nakatie up sa kinabukasan ng ating bansa yung ating maritime entitlements. Yung forward operating base sa Mahataw, Batanes will allow us that capability to be able to secure and protect what is ours sa maritime domain further than what we have right now.
Considering po yung proximity sa Taiwan at sa China ng northern part ng Luzon, ito po ba'y masasabi nating napakahalaga na sangkap dun sa ating archipelagic defense concept?
Yung sa Mahataw.
Yung pong northern part.
Yes, yes. Actually, for a long time, yung AFP ninyo has been focused on the internal picture, security picture. CPP, NPA, MILF, MNLF, terrorism. Nung binanggit ng ating presidente, we are now looking outward. Napapansin naman natin ngayon, mas nabibigyan ng halaga yung ating mga outlying islands. Sa southern border natin, Pulo Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, Kalayaan Island Group sa western part. Sa northern part, we have Batanes, Babuyan Group of Islands. Etong mga isla nito, mahalaga ito sa overall defense ng ating bansa. To include even the eastern seaboard, na andun naman yung Philippine rice o kung tawagin Benham rice. That has a lot of potential for the future, kaya kasama yan sa pinapatrolyahan natin. But itong northern islands na binanggit po, Ariel, malapit lang. The closest of the northern island is less than 100 nautical miles to Taiwan, to the southernmost island. And binanggit ng ating presidente na whatever happens in Taiwan, we will feel the impact of that. Bakit? We have almost 200,000 Filipinos doon. And the AFP is now prepared to conduct non-combatant evacuation operations. Kasama sa mandato natin yan to look after the welfare of the Filipino. And yung ating portion sa Northern Islands will help us to do that.
Meron bang plano ang Navy to deploy Navy ships kung mag-escalate ang aggression ng China sa West Philippine Sea?
Mag-deploy sa West Philippine Sea. Yes, right now, meron ng mga nakadeploy. May mga patrol plans. Not only ang Western Command under Admiral Torres, but pati ang Northern Luzon Command under General Buca. Yung detalye ng kanilang mga patrol plans, I leave it up to them. But kasama sa regular patrolya ng mga barko at ng mga aeroplano, air surveillance flights and maritime patrols. So kasama yan.
Hindi ba may plano ang Japan na mag-donate ng 6 destroyers to the Philippines?
Nag-offer ang...
Sa Coast Guard yan, hindi sa Navy.
Sa Navy yun.
Sa Navy.
Nag-offer ang Japanese Self-Defense Force, Maritime Self-Defense Force ng Abukuma class na frigate nila. Ito ay binigay sa ating gobyerno, nagpadala tayo ng isang joint vessel inspection team. Ang result ng kanilang inspection will be the basis for recommendation to DND kung ito ba ay tatanggapin or hindi mo na.
Meron po ba nag-iisip na hindi natin dapat tanggapin sa hanay ninyo? Parang wala naman, ano po?
Hindi naman lahat na inaalok kailangan tanggapin. Maraming factors to consider. Like yung supply system niya. Hanggang kailan ba may available na supplies? ang equipment ng barko na yan.
May kasabihan po tayo, pag made in Japan, bakit sa butika may piyesa?
Totoo yan. Pag made in Japan, matitibay ito. Tsaka compared sa ibang bansa na, let's say sa US na nagbigay din sa atin, hindi naman nagbigay, nag-alok sa magandang halaga. Hindi gaanong bugbog pag Japanese equipment.
Yeah, wala pang, mas bata pa po sa ating lahat.
Yeah,
Itong
kasi
mga
ang
barkong
kanilang,
ito.
pag sa US, it's worldwide. Ang kanilang interest. Pag Japan, it's more of the Indo-Pacific region.
Sige po. Admiral, balik ako dun sa iyong nasasakupan. Spokesperson for West Philippine Sea. Parang hindi na po namin nababalita na may resupply mission sa BRP Sierra Madre. Kailan po nakatakda?
Yun, alam niyo po, yung resupply mission is a moral obligation ng AFP leadership. Hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan yung ating kasundaluhan. Lalong-lalo na yun nasa frontline. Yung ating rotation and reprovisioning mission to BRP Sierra Madre LS-57, ito ay matutuloy. Nasa level ito ng Western Command, Commander Western Command. Yung detalye, we leave it up to them. We usually don't announce in advance operational details. Pero tinitiyak ko, matutuloy ito.
May balita na merong tugboat malapit doon sa BRP Sierra Madre. Ano yung naging response ng Navy dito?
Meron tayong namataan na tugboat, I think 5 days ago or last week, na minomonitor natin and nabanggit ko sa last press conference kasi ang agam-agam ng ating mga kababayan, baka itutow yung BRP Sierra Madre. Yung BRP Sierra Madre, 26 years na siya nandun, nakasat sa Ayungin Shoal. Ika nga, naka-secured na yun. Kumbaga yung corals, yung tinubuan na. Oo, nag-fuse na yan, kumbaga, matibay na yun. It will take more than one tugboat. Hindi basta-basta mahila yun. At hindi tayo papayag na hihilain yun. Kaya ang assessment natin, ang tugboat na yan, para sa kanila, kung sakaling may masadsad na barko sila sa Ayungin Shoal, sapagkat maraming mababaw doon, yun ay pang-rescue ng kanilang mga barko. A red line is a non-negotiable stand of government. It is actually a policy statement of government. Ang pinakamatinding policy statement so far, very clear, the clearest policy statement that we have had is yung sinabi ng ating Commander-in-Chief. The death of a Filipino due to the coercive and aggressive actions of the Chinese Communist Party's agents in the maritime domain, PLA Navy, Chinese Coast Guard, and the Maritime Militia, will be a cause to start the discussion of the Mutual Defense Treaty. Ito ay nabigyan ng diin ng ating Chief of Staff. And the death of a Filipino due to the coercive and aggressive actions now is a red line for the armed forces.
Yun po yung napagtuon na ng pansin ng ilang mga kaibigan natin, death of a Filipino. Hindi binanggit na namatay dahil pinaputukan.
Hindi
Death
binanggit,
lamang.
pwedeng aksidente. It is a general statement and Chester could expound bakit it is designed to be ambiguous. Hindi naman sinasabi na aksidente dahil nabangga o binaril. The bottom line is, pag may namatay na Pilipino dahil sa coercive and aggressive actions ng Chinese Coast Guard, Maritime Militia, and the PLA Navy, may red lines na dineclare ang government. Number 2, yung ating contingency plans for that red line ay naka-establish na. Number 3, kung anong laman ng contingency plans, these are already operational details which we do not usually divulge in public.
Strategic ambiguity. Strategic ambiguity.
Yes, nabanggit ng ating Secretary of National Defense that is part of the approach when it comes to the West Philippine Sea and even the Northern Islands. Strategic ambiguity. Hindi mo binibigay in detail o hindi mo nilalabas lahat ng galaw mo.
Marami pong nagsasabi na, of course, may Mutual Defense Treaty. Ang tanong ko po sa inyo, tanong bata, gaano po ba naman katagal bago makontak ninyo kung hihingi ng tulong ang Pilipinas? Yung barko ng Amerikano na 300 kilometers away lang sa inyo. Meron po ba kayong direct line sa kanila?
On the operational side, sasagutin ko. On the policy side, ibibigay kay Chester for the Mutual Defense Treaty. Yung ating naman mga pwersa ng AFP at ng Indo-Pacific Command ng US, may regular communications naman tayo. May regular exchange of information, may regular updates tayo. Not only with them, but lalong-lalo na sa mga ibang bansa na may mga activities tayo na forthcoming. Like makailan lamang yung Australia, yung ALON. Meron din tayo sa Japan, sa Canada, sa iba't ibang bansa, iba't ibang navies. pag may parating na activity tayo with them, maaga pa lamang, 3 to 6 months in advance, there is a regular exchange of information na tumataas at dumadalas habang palapit ng palapit yung activity. Right now, we have regular, established, and secure communications with our partners and allies. But hindi tayo tumitigil doon. Continuous yung ating pag-upgrade sapagkat ang threat, ang technology, nag-upgrade din yun. So rest assured, we have secured communications with our partners and allies.